Chapter 82. Divine Order. When arriving in the city, Lamech, after breakfast, made arrangements whereby still on the very same day the news of the great wonders of God were brought to all the other 10 cities, which was not too hard to accomplish, since none of these cities were more than a short day trip from the capital, Hanoch, and also because the roads to each city were constructed fairly straight. After the messengers had been sent, Lamech, with the help of Hanoch, over the course of 3 days, ordered everything in the city of Hanoch, by placing guards at the upper temple, and even instructed Mira and Curil to build just below the temple on a small but large enough mountain ledge, a moderately large house, and this almost unbelievable for you, of the inhabitants of the earth at that time, within the same 3 days. Hanoch was now, within a short period of time, entirely organized according to my order, and all the people had no other commandment than only that of love to God and the neighbour. And unchastity was preached as evil, through which every person ruined his spirit, and therefore also all its forces. And in the same manner, also many other ills were eradicated. However, not through sanctioned laws by the teachers of the people, but only through wise teachings, whereby the teacher showed the people in the clearest light the evil consequences which necessarily must arise from it. And over time, every man, becoming spiritually a little stronger, and also every finer and reasonable woman, realized that the wise teaching of the teachers began to materialize alive in them. In this way, these people lived for some time righteously through teachings alone. Initially, of course, through teachers, and then out of themselves, without laws. Thus, wise education was the cornerstone of the whole spiritual and stately well-being of the people. But the following will show sadly, whereby, towards the deluge, humanity has so completely fallen away from me, that they thereby, through their captured will, passed entirely over into the power of the big enemy of life. But during the times after Lamech's turnaround, both the heights as well as the depths were so perfect that even in the heavens, hardly a better, purer, spiritual order could have been found as it existed at that time on earth. If at that time even the snake would have submitted, the earth would have been converted back into the old paradise. But the snake soon repented that it had accepted my conditions only halfway, and so it soon began, according to its free will, to play its old, evil tricks again. But if it had tested over a time of about 700 years humanity only for the good, thereafter its trials began to take on a completely different character. It became of an evil and increasingly more cunningly captivating nature, and humanity allowed itself willingly to be caught. But the following will show all this, sadly. Therefore, enough of it for now. After these 3 important days, however, Enoch returned to the heights. But this time he took Lamech and several respected men from Hanoch with him, so that they could get to know the primordial father Adam and primordial mother Eve. The government of the depths was meanwhile entrusted to Horeb.